Hello, welcome you all to the second video on support reactions. In this video, we are going to learn some numerical problems on simply supported beams. Before that, let's see what are the types of supports which are placed in the beams. One, simply supported beam, in which the beam is resting on two supports as shown in this figure. Second is overhanging beams. In this type of beam, some portion of beam will be projected over any one support, or maybe it will be projected on both the supports. So such type of beam is called overhanging beams. And one side is hinge and the other side is roller support beams. In this case, you can see that support A is provided with hinge supports or pin supports, and B is supported with roller supports. Beams which are subjected to movement. You can see that in a beam is provided with a movement force. And compound beams. In this, you can see that the beam DF is resting on beam AC. So such type of beams are called as compound beams. Although there are many different types of beams are possible to solve using the equations of equilibrium, but considering the subject's point of view, we have taken only few types of beams. Now, let us see an example on simply supported beam. A simply supported beam AB of span 5 meter is located as shown in figure, and find the reactions at A and B. Now we need to find what is the support reactions which are exhibited by the support A and B due to the loads which are as shown in the figure. The first step is we have to first give the support reaction as RA, which represents reaction at A, and RB, which is reaction at B. And to solve this problem, we need to assume the sign convention. So the clockwise movement, the clockwise direction moment will be considered as positive, and the force vertically upward will be considered as positive. So first step in solving the beam problem is to draw the free body diagram. So in this figure, you can see that we have mentioned few dimensions which we require to find the moment at point A. So from support A, the distance for the point load acting at D is 3 meter, AD is 3 meter, and from A to E is 4 meter. So this will help us in finding or in taking the moments about A. So next, second step is, let us take the summation of moment at A is equal to 0. So using this equation of equilibrium and taking all the algebraic sum of moments should be equal to 0. So we will be able to find one of the unknowns. This RA and RB are the two unknowns. So we have to use two equations of equilibrium in order to find the support reaction. So in this case, we have this 3 kilonewton force which is taken towards point A. So the moment direction is clockwise, hence plus sign, and the magnitude of the force is 3, and the distance between the point of application of force to the point where we are taking the moment, that is 2 meters. Okay, the point of application of force is at C, and the point at which we are taking the moment is at A. Hence, the moment produced by this load 3 kilonewton is 3 into 2, which is positive. Similarly, second force 4 kilonewton is also acting in the direction of clockwise. So therefore plus 4 into 3. 4 is the magnitude of the force and 3 is the perpendicular distance from D to A. Similarly, this 5 kilonewton force is also making a clockwise movement, hence plus 5 into 4. Whereas the support reaction which is produced at point B is generating an anti-clockwise movement. So therefore, we are using negative sign with force into distance. RB being a force and the perpendicular distance is distance from B to A is 5 meter. On solving this equation, we'll be able to find what is the support reaction at B, that is 7.60 kilonewton. So now, because this is positive sign, so the way you know that the support reaction which is exhibited at point B will be vertically upward. Suppose if this answer is negative, then we need to show that the support reaction at the point B should be downward. Next step is using the another equation of equilibrium, that is sigma Fy is equal to 0, assuming vertical force is positive. We are going to find the other unknown, that is Ra. That is, we'll take all the algebraic sum of vertical forces. Ra and Rb are the two forces which are acting vertically upward, hence positive sign has been considered. Whereas 3 kilonewton, 4 kilonewton and 5 kilonewton, these three forces are acting downwards, hence it will be represented using negative signs. So now substituting the RB values which we have already calculated, and now the only unknown in this equation is Ra. On solving, we will be able to get the support reaction at A is 4.40 kilonewton, which is positive. Hence, the reaction at A is acting vertically upward with a magnitude of 4.40. Now this going to give what is the support reaction at A and what is the support reaction at B. And we may also check whether the values which we have calculated is correct or wrong. We know that the Newton's third law is for every action there must be equal and opposite reaction. Therefore, the action force needs to be equal to reaction force. Here the action forces are the forces which are applied on the beams, external loads, which are 3, 4, 5. The algebraic sum of these forces should be equal to the reaction. The reactions are nothing but the support reaction Ra and Rb, the summation of this reaction force. So therefore, we will be able to know that whether we have calculated the problem correctly or not. And at the end, this is what has been told us to find, that is what is the reaction at A and B. As you can see that support A is exhibiting a reaction of 4.4 kilonewton and support B is giving a reaction of 7.60 kilonewton. Let us take another example on simply supported beam, in which we can see the beam is subjected with UDL. That means uniformly distributed load. A simply supported beam AB of span 6 meter is located as shown in figure. Determine the reactions Ra and Rb. Now the first step in solving a problem is we have to draw the free body diagram. Now we have this point load, we have point loads, 2 point loads, and we have this UDL load, and we need to convert this UDL load into a point load. So let us consider this UDL load is in the shape of rectangle, and how to convert this UDL into a point load. That is, by considering the area of the rectangle, we will be able to get what is the magnitude of that point load. The area of the rectangle is 2 into 1.5. 2 is nothing but the intensity of the UDL load, and 1.5 meter is the length on which this UDL load is acting, which gives the magnitude of the point force. Now the question is where this point force will act. This point force, the converted point force, will act at this centroid, the centroid of the UDL. So that is the center of this CE portion on which this UDL is acting. So therefore, the midpoint of the CE portion is 0.75 meters. So therefore, from the support A, it will be equal to 1.5 meters plus 0.75 meters. So therefore, our free body diagram will be having 3 point loads, 4 kilonewton, 3 kilonewton and 1.5 kilonewton, and where this converted point load from the UDL is acting at a distance of 2.25. So from now onwards, we are going to use this free body diagram in order to find the support reaction at A and B. And we are going to assume the clockwise moment is positive and also the vertically upward force is positive. Now, in order to find the support reactions at A and B, first we will take moment about A. We will take the algebraic sum of moment about A is equal to 0. You can see that this 4 kilonewton force which is acting vertically downward, if you take moment, it is acting in the clockwise direction towards A, hence plus 4 into 1.5. And the second force is 3 kilonewton acting downward. Again, we will be taking the moment about A, hence it is 3 into 2.25. And finally, the third force with 1.5 kilonewton, which is also acting in a clockwise direction, plus 1.5 into 4.5. Whereas the support reaction RB is acting in an anti-clockwise direction, that is negative, with a force intensity RB and the distance is 6 meters. On solving this equation, we will be able to know what is the support reaction at B, which is 3.25. So it is positive value, hence the support reaction at B is acting vertically upward. And now considering the equation of equilibrium sigma Fy is equal to 0, considering all the vertical forces here, RA and RB are vertically upward force, which is positive, and 4, 3 and 1.5 kilonewton are acting downward, hence minus 4, minus 3 and minus 1.5. And substituting the value of RP, which we already calculated, that is 3.25 in the equation, we will be able to get what is the support reaction at A. Now we can say that we have found what is the reaction at A and the reaction at B. You can check in the same manner, you can apply the check and you can check whether the reactions which you got is correct or wrong. So this is our support reaction for a given beam, whereas support A is exhibiting 5.25 kilonewton and support B is exhibiting 3.25 kilonewton. So I have given some exercise problems. So try to solve these problems, and thank you very much. We will be having next video on simply supported beams subjected to uniformly varying loads.